What's up, everybody? We're back again with another video, and in this video we will be answering the question: are Glocks a terrible choice for first-time gun owners? Now, recently I've been hearing people say, oh, Glocks are terrible for first-time gun owners. They don't have safeties, they don't have grip safeties, they don't have all this other safety bullshit. So that means they're terrible for first-time gun owners. Well, they do have safeties, but they're not manual, okay? Now, I 100% disagree with that, okay? I've shown plenty of people how to shoot on Glocks for their first time, and the majority of people love them. They don't have a problem at all. And I have a few other guns, and when I show them like a collective of guns, Glocks always end up being the one that they like the most, you know? And I'll explain why I disagree and why I think Glocks are phenomenal for a first-time gun owner, or first-time gun owner, right? Now, we got an assortment of Glocks here. We got my carry gun, Glock 19. I've done a review on this one, but I'll do the review on these two later on. But my Glock 19 carry gun, Gen 3. Got a Gen 3 police trade-in Glock 22. Yep. And then I got a Glock 17 Gen 4, you guys know. So just give you a heads up, all these I have a loaded mag, but there's none in the chamber, so don't freak out, safety Nazis. Make sure you know they're clear. Okay, and then we got clear. All right, we're good to go. All right, so basically, the reason I believe Glocks are a great choice for first-time gun owners is a few things. The simplicity, which is really great because it's not complicated. It's not anything that'll intimidate you. It's just simple. You rack the slide, put around in the chamber, and you point and pull the trigger. That's essentially how it works. And the trigger pull is consistent, so you're not going to worry about having double single action trigger pulls that are different pulls, you know. And so simplicity is awesome. The reliability is amazing. These guns just run, okay? Glocks just run, and that's all you could ask for a defense pistol. So that's another reason. And like I said, I've had experience with showing people. Now, I'm not an instructor, so don't take, like, you can take my word with a grain of salt, of course, but I'm just telling you from my experience of showing people how to shoot. Glocks tend to be their favorite. They're very simple, and this is the thing. People like to say, oh, well, the reason why they're not good is because they don't have safeties, or they don't have a manual safety, right? Well, that's true, but I'm gonna sit here and tell you, I'm gonna tell you a little secret here. You need a manual safety on a gun at all. You don't need it. These things work just fine without manual safeties. People carry them, you know, and everything. Cops carry them, and there's no problems, you know. If you teach the new shooter how to be safe with a firearm, then they will be safe, regardless if there's a safety or not. If you teach them, if you don't teach them safety, then they will be unsafe, regardless if there's a safety on the gun or not. That's just a fact. So if you show them how to be safe, they're good, no matter what. And in my opinion, they will be, when you teach them safety on a Glock and they perform safety on a Glock, then they're good. They don't have to worry about anything. But when you add safeties in the mix and then you hand them a gun without a safety, they're like, oh shit, you know, they get terrified because they're like, oh my gosh, you know, how, you know, am I going to shoot myself? You know what I mean? Like, I see so many videos of people like say, oh, I don't carry with one in the chamber or whatever, right? And it's like, it's just, and I made a video about that, but you just practice safe gun handling and all that stuff, and you will be set, right? I carry a Glock 19, this specific one right here. This is my EDC, and I carry with one in the chamber, and I don't have issues with it, right? This was my first gun right here. It's Glock 17, and it's a Glock, and this is my first gun I ever shot, and the first gun I ever owned, and I never had an issue with it. Why? Because I learned gun safety, and I wasn't even taught gun safety by anybody. I learned it myself doing research. So, excuse me. Yes, Glocks are phenomenal. for first-time gun owners. If people really sitting here acting like that, it's bullshit. Don't listen to it, okay? I think there's a wave of Glock haters out here. You know, they just want to talk shit about Glock because it's a thing to do. But in reality, Glocks are phenomenal, and they're one of the best options you can get, right? Now, there's other ones too out there, obviously, right? But the whole point is this. I've showed people how to shoot for the first time on Glocks. And a lot of people get Glocks for their first guns or even second gun. And no problems whatsoever. You know why? Because they are awesome, okay? I just think it's fucking hilarious that people are sitting here saying Glocks aren't good for first-time gun owners. Like, I think that's fucking hilarious, to be honest with you, because what do you think? Handing them a 1911 that has a safety and a trigger that's extremely light is going to be better for that person? No. You think handing them a Beretta 92 that has 2 different trigger pulls and it has a safety, but it also acts as a decocker, do you think that's giving that to a new shooter is going to help them? No, it's more complicated. So, in my opinion, I think not just Glocks, but striker fire guns in general are perfectly fine for first-time gun owners, but Glocks especially, you know. I think they're the ideal first gun, you know. And then if you want to move up to something more complicated like a Beretta 92 or like a 1911 or something like that, then yeah. But now, obviously, you can do just fine with any of those if you train on them, but it's just the simplicity helps you with a Glock, you know. And no matter what caliber, like this is the Glock 22, which is chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson. It's a full size. This is actually a police gun at one point. It's a police trade-in. And this is still phenomenal too, you know. Now, I'll say my favorite Glocks are typically 9mm, but that one's awesome too. And that's just what it is, you know. The Glocks are phenomenal for first-time gun owners. And if you're a first-time gun owner, and if you want to take my word for what it is, I'll tell you, they are great first-time guns, okay? I'm just going to tell you off rip. Every person I know that's bought a Glock for the first time, they love it. There's never been an issue. Now, obviously, yes, if you're saying that a safety, it's another step before you become unsafe, I guess in a sense, but in my opinion, safeties don't really make you much safer, in my opinion. If you know how to use them, I guess, yes. But Glocks themselves are already safe. So, in my opinion, you don't need all that bullshit. As far as safeties go, I'm not a fan of safeties because it's more to go wrong with the gun. It's, you know, more shit to worry about. I don't know. I'll probably do a video on safeties and stuff, what I think about that. But as far as like, oh, are Glocks terrible choice for a first-time gun owner? Hell no, they're not. They're phenomenal. They're phenomenal for all types of applications. So you got home defense, they're phenomenal. Concealed carry, they're phenomenal. For duty use, they're phenomenal. For just target shooting, they're phenomenal. For anything like that, they're phenomenal, and I would recommend it. Don't sit here and let these fucking idiots tell you that Glocks aren't good for home defense because they don't have safeties. Like, you don't need a damn safety. You don't. I'm telling you this right now. Like, you might think you need a safety because you're brand new to guns or you never shot a gun or whatever, and you don't know too much about it, and you're like, oh, I need a safety to be extra safe. But in reality, your safety is your brain. That's where your safety is. And if your brain, or if you're not safe with a safety, you're not going to be safe. If you're not safe without a safety, you're not going to be safe. It's that simple. So that's pretty much my opinion on the whole thing. Just like I said, you new shooters out there, if you're watching this video and you're thinking about getting a Glock, but then you seen a video that said, oh, don't get Glocks, they're a terrible choice for your first pistol, don't listen to them, because Glock parts are everywhere, aftermarket's everywhere. You can customize the shit out of these guns, and you can do all that stuff, but with a lot of other guns, you can't really do it as much. It's not as easy, and it's that simple. So don't let these people out here tell you that, oh, Glocks are not a good home, or not a good first-time gun owner. It's not good for first-time gun owners. I beg to differ, and I've witnessed people own these for the first time, and they love them. So that's pretty much it. You guys, if you have any questions or any suggestions for next videos, or if on this video, if you have any comments, if you disagree with me, let me know in the comment section. If you've shown people how to shoot guns with safeties versus Glocks, and you've got different results, if the people with the Glocks are naturally unsafe, just let me know. But in my opinion, I've not witnessed that. I've seen countless people, train people on Glocks, and they work just fine. So that's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Go subscribe to the podcast channel, Centerfire Podcast. I'll do all the links. Go subscribe to everybody, mark all that. And I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.